A new season is starting today. And what will you do? Will you push yourself harder when the moment is there? How do you impact your team? What is your outlook? Are you a lightning rod, a maverick, a captain, or the team's heart and soul? What type of player will you become? Are you a pure power player, a small ball, a rock steady, or Mr. Utility type of guy? Perhaps you're that rare but raw combination of speed and power, known as the anomaly. Do you have the arm of the gods, the painterly control of the plate, or mind-bending stuff? A new season begins now. Will you be able to answer the call when the opportunity arrives? Can you achieve your goals as they show themselves? It is true, there is no I in team. So who are you to your teammates? Do your rivals know your name? A new season begins now, and what will you do? How will you make your mark in the show?
Fort Meyer, Just days before the 40-round MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day. Before taking his swings, this prospect shares a word with another prospect who just finished up. Sometimes, it only takes a simple word or two to establish trust in others, which helps during evaluations. Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. Everyone has a personality, even a ball player. That personality influences how they respond to their teammates and their coaches.
It's time for baseball here on The Show. Today we get the ball rolling with an intriguing matchup on day one between the international prospects and those representing the West. Gustavo Diaz, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Now batting, Tim Hurley. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The left fielder, Tim Hurley.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ortmeyer is after it, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Play ball. He's out.
Stepping up to the plate, Joe Ortmeyer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Joe Ortmeyer.
First pitch on its way. Out into right center. Well hit.
On the bag,
and now it'll rattle up against the wall. Serrano ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be pleased with himself there. Gets a base knock and drives in a run along the way. Scouts love a guy that can get timely hits. Well done there.
Now at the plate, John Cornelius. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
In time, and he is nailed at second.
He was trying to show these scouts that he has the speed to do some damage on the base paths, but it backfired on him. Hey, I applaud the aggressiveness, and so did the scouts, but it would have looked a whole lot better if he had slid in safely.
Look, play ball. Out. 3. Out. He's out.
Striding in once again, Tim Hurley. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
Ortmeyer is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Play ball. Out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the West, Number 11, Cy.
Ready now, Joe Ortmeyer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Joe Ortmeyer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit out towards second.
Come on, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Yeah, he'd love to have that pitch back. He just kind of rolled over it for an easy out at first. A ground out is not the end of the world, but that's not the kind of at bat you want to have in front of scouts.
Let's play ball. 3. He's safe. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4. 3.
Leading off the inning, Michael Snyder, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. You saw that good closing speed right there to get to that ball, and that's just what the scouts are looking to see. As an outfielder, you have to make your living at the plate. But when you can move like that in the field, it does nothing but help your cause. Showed some real good range right there.
Play ball. Out.
Digging in, Joe Ortmeyer.
The left fielder, Joe Ortmeyer.
First pitch on its way.
Now
a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
And it's quickly 0-2. No outs, nobody on. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Yeah, and the result is not what he wanted, but he should be really pleased with that at-bat. He barreled that thing up really well, which is really what the scouts are looking for here in the showcase. They know sometimes you just get unlucky. So it's all about how the player swings the bat, not necessarily.
3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Out.
Ready for another shot now, Joe Ortmeyer, and their runners at the corners now.
Joe Ortmeyer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Now the 0-1. This is line to left. Hurley is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The International Stars lead this one 4-1.
Play ball. 3. 3. Ball 4, take the base. Ball 4, take the base. 3. Out.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The international team posted 15 total hits in the ball game. David Brito earns the victory on the mound. Gustavo Diaz worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now our final line score. First, for the victorious international squad, 5 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. 1 game for each team is in the books, and now it's on to day 2, and we've got a good matchup ahead between the international prospects and the prospects from the Central region. Derek Flanagan, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
3, 4, take the base.
Stepping in, Joe Ortmeyer. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Joe Ortmeyer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Well, he's going to be kicking himself for a missed opportunity right there. It was all set up for him with an RBI chance there for the taking, but he just couldn't get it done. Going down on strikes instead, it's not the...
That's ball 4. That hit him. First base. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. He's out. He's safe. He's safe.
In now, Joe Ortmeyer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. As they have taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
Yeah, and the scouts love the fact that he has the power to go deep. But I'll tell you what they love even more. A hitter that can rise to the occasion with runners on base. A hitter that can clutch up is a valuable asset to any lineup.
Let's play ball. Out. 3. 4. Take the base. Out. 3. He's out.
Joe Ortmeyer will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Here's the 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Little chopper back to the mound. And they will get to force it third, and that. Stepping into the box, Hank Metcalf. He singled his last time up.
Hank.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases.
Three.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Let's play ball. Ball 4, take the ball. 3. You're out. He's safe. He's out.
Digging in now, Fabio Rodriguez,
batting,
as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Rodriguez.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ortmeyer has a read on it.
3.
And that's the first out of the inning.
Play ball. 3. Ball 4, take your base. 3. Out. That's ball 4. 3.
Coming to the plate now, Joe Ortmeyer.
The left fielder, Joe Ortmeyer.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center.
Around it. Come on, you're scoring.
Serrano rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate. And it's now 5-3.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be pleased with himself there. Gets a base knock and drives in a run along the way. Scouts love a guy that can get timely hits. Well done there.
So striding in, Mel Bake.
The center fielder, number 5, Mel
Ortmeyer
Bake.
aboard here at first with nobody out. Weekly hit towards first. He's got it. There's one. But no real shot at 2 as he's safe easily at first.
Let's play ball. 3. Ball 4, take the ball. 3.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. The international team used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. David Brito is the winning pitcher of record. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now our final line score. First, for the victorious international squad, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.
With nothing left to do but await his fate, this young hopeful receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. The first pick is officially on the clock. With the first pick, the Baltimore Orioles select Damian Schmoll, a second baseman from the West region. With the second pick, the Kansas...
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait is finally over. While being selected is a major milestone, new draftees still face After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development league, this prospect has been sent to open the following season with a Double-A club. This new player meets his Double-A coach for the first time and receives some sagely advice about what it takes to be successful outside of the gym or field.
The game's future stars are
And
on
now,
display
please
as minor
welcome
league baseball comes
your
your way on the
Northwest
show. Tonight, the
Arkansas
first of this four-game weekend set
Naturals.
between the Springfield Cardinals and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Jorge Lopez gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy really struggled last year. This season is going to be about a bounce-back year. Real ugly ERA last year. He has a lot to prove to himself and to his teammates that he's a much...
You're out. 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 Three.
Now at the plate, Joe Ortmeyer,
That's
as
it.
he'll get his first
The left
opportunity
fielder.
in this one.
Joe Ortmeyer.
First pitch of the at-bat.
D-Rod.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-2 delivery. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the top half of inning number 2. The Naturals lead it 1-0. Stepping in, Joe Ortmeyer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Farley comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Let's play ball. 3. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base. Ball 4. Take the base. Ball 4, take the base. That's ball 4.
Digging in once again,
Now
Joe
batting.
Ortmeyer, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone.
Ortmeyer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A shot down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike.
With one out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit to first. And that's under his glove. Oh, he picked his head up and it's into right field. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And that right there was his first double-A base hit. I would imagine he's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm sure he does, Matt. A lot of guys never get to double-A baseball. And even though this isn't the end goal for him, it's always nice to get on the stat sheet as you move up through the minors.
Stepping into the box, Cam Gallagher. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Gallagher.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Farley is there. And he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. The relay throw on to first, and they get the double play. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 6-4. Digging in to try it again, Rodney Armstrong,
right
as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Armstrong.
This one's flared out toward left. Ortmeyer moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call in the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get to you.
Out. He's out. You're out. 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 He's out. Out. 3. You're out. 3. Out. Out.
Digging in and looking for more, Joe Ortmeyer. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Ortmeyer.
First pitch on its way. Weak grounder back to the mound.
Move it.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Play ball. He's out. 3 out.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Northwest Arkansas used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jorge Lopez earns his first win of the season as he gives up only 2 hits in 5 innings of work. Steven Inman permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Shane Dennis hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score for the victorious Naturals: hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to MLB The Show in this
And
presentation
now,
of minor
welcome
league baseball. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game
Northwest
weekend
Arkansas
set between the Springfield Cardinals
Naturals
and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Marcel Hogue will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good...
He's out. Out. He's out. 3.
Now to the plate,
Batting
Joe
fifth,
Ortmeyer. He'll get
the
to
left
take his
fielder.
first cuts here.
Go, Ortmeyer.
He's set, and the pitch.
D-Rod.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Esparza, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He throws a slider, a 4-seam fastball, and a sinker. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You know what that ugly swing tells me right there? This guy's got his good slider work, and that thing's got depth and bite.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Beyer fields it cleanly. And a close play at first as he had to go up the ladder to get that one, but he kept a...
Full force, take your base.
So striding forward now, Joe Ortmeyer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Vargas patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly.
Play ball. Out. He's out. You're out. Out. 3. Out. He's out. You're out. 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 He's out. You're out.
Striding in, Joe Ortmeyer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Joe Ortmeyer.
From the stretch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Springfield's out in front, 1-0. Standing in, Joe Ortmeyer. The winning run is at first base.
Joe Ortmeyer.
Here's the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. Styles is there, 1 away.
Play ball. You're out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. Out. He's out. 3. Out.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Randall Roberts claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 56 earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game. For the victorious Springfield Cardinals, 2 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They left 18 runners on base.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Springfield Cardinals and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Glenn Sparkman, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the wall.
Out. 3. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. Ball 4. Take the base.
Into the box now, Joe Ortmeyer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Joe Ortmeyer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And that one is gone. And a big moment for him there. His first home run as a Double-A player.
Yeah, and you always like to get those first out of the way, no matter what level you're playing at. Obviously, he's got aspirations to play in the big leagues, and this is exactly the kind of production that this organization is going to be looking for from him as his career progresses.
Play ball. 3. Out. Out. He's out.
Now at the plate, Richard Stiles. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Stiles.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Ortmeyer racing back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Play ball. You're out.
Next will be the designated hitter, Pablo Morales. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Santiago will put this one away, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Naturals lead it 2-0. Digging in, Joe Ortmeyer. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's certainly got to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful, put bat to baseball, and try and drive something right back up the middle.
0-1 the count. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Gonzalez. 1 out.
Play ball. Out. 3. He's safe. He's out. Out. That hit him. He's got first. That's ball 4.
Now in the box, Roberto Cruz. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Morales at second, Rivera at first, 1 gone. Fly ball to straightaway left. Ortmeyer giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Let's play ball. 3.
Joe Ortmeyer will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a swing as the bat goes flying toward the third base dugout, but it looks like everybody was able to duck for cover. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 1-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We're through 6 full. Northwest Arkansas out in front, 2-0.
Play ball. Out. Ball 4. Take the base. 3. 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Louis Teague.
The catcher, Louis Teague.
The 2-2. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Ortmeyer will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Naturals lead it 2-1.
Let's play ball. Out. He's out. Ball 4. Take your base.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Naturals earn the victory despite only collecting 4 total hits. Glenn Sparkman gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Michael Reynolds pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Shane Dennis records the save, his second. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score for the victorious Naturals: 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon, and we remind you to please drive home safely.
A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team.